I'm back on the go-kart. Gotta drain the tank, take the carburetor off, have a look at it, blow it out, put it back together. Gonna filter the gas and see what kind of debris we find, if anything, in that tank, and just see what happens. You know, thanks for all those comments. I appreciate everybody's input and ideas, and I'm going to inspect the hoses, make sure it's not got a leak at the intake, all these different things that you guys suggested. I'm looking into all that stuff, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay? All right, hang on and I'll show you what's up. See those little floaties down in there? Yeah, I'd say that looks like a bug. Yeah, it does. Anyway, I'd say my jets got clogged up. So, I'm gonna blow out all these. There's obviously crap getting in the carburetor. I'm gonna blow all the jets and everything back out, filter all the gas out of the tank, and you know, drain it all out, filter it, flush it out, make sure it's good and clean in there, and then put it back together. So, yeah. And here's, just so you, while we're here, this is, get out here in the light so we can see. This is the position of the choke lever when it's in the unchoked position. And to get home the other day, I actually had to run with it forward like that, which means I was choking it, getting less air and more gas. And this little lever actually has a like an arrow on it, so you'll remember it says choke on it, and the arrow points that way. So yeah, I'm gonna clean her out again, put her back together. I could see daylight through that emulsion tube. Anyway, I'm gonna clean it all out, and then we'll see what happens from there. I know there's crud in that gas tank, otherwise I wouldn't have found a bug in my float bolt. Alright, so here's what I'm doing. I'm draining the gas into a funnel, into a coffee filter, into a bigger funnel, and down into the can. And I can already see a couple little pieces of some sort of foreign debris in there, in the bottom of that coffee filter. So I'm just gonna let that all drain out, pour a little bit back in there, flush it, you know, make sure we get all the gunk out of that tank. And I got the lid off so it'll flow good. So yeah, I'd say that's my problem. I've already blown the carburetor out. I did not see anything in it, but I took the compressed air and blew everything out and put it back on there already. So once I finish with this fuel system here, I should be able to hook it back up and see if it'll run. Here's that filter after I drained the tank in it and then poured the gas back in the tank through it. And I know it doesn't look like much, but there is actually some debris, and the wind flipped this over too once, so any other little bit, see there's a piece just flew away. I think that there was some debris in here, plus I found that bug in the bowl. But anyway, yeah, so there was some crud in there, so I'm thinking it's probably just a plug jet. I have got it all back together. And let me just show you something here real quick, if I can. There we go. This is the choked position. And what I usually do is I put it in the choke position, and while I'm pulling it, I hold the throttle open like that with my finger. And that way it's getting less air and more fuel, and that's usually when I get it to spark off the first time, and then I just got to toy with it until I get it to idle. And Then once it starts idling, I pull this back into the run position. But the other day, in order to get home, I had to choke it. It would not run in the choked or run position. So I've already took the plug out, pulled it, made sure the pump was pumping. It was great. One pull and it started squirting all over the place. And so I hooked it back up, pulled it a few times, made sure there's gas in the float bowl. And the needle jet's clear, all the emulsion tubes clear, all the ports and valleys and bells and whistles are clear. So let's turn the key on and see what happens. Let me get you back over here so you can actually see the whole thing, man, the whole thing. Key on, choke on. And nothing. Wide open. Run position. That seems to be working. I think I just had some debris in there. That's with the choke wide open, run position, like it should be. I guess I can give her a little sport about the yard. like a champ now. Had to take the dogs in. They're not too bright. They want to get right in front of the tires. Of course, you can't have no fun like that. I turned the gas off. I'm going to let it run back out of gas. And it takes a little while for it to run out of gas. I really got to figure out a way to put a reverse in that thing, too. Oh yeah, I'm going to push it back over there, cover it up. Oh, that rascal's still running after I did all that. With the gas off. That little bowl or motor will run a long time on just a bowl full of gas. Anyway, it's good to see it running good. It's chilly as could be out here. And yeah, I was talking with Steiny about it and told him I was going to put a fuel filter in line, but I didn't do it. I should, but it's just cold. I just wanted to see it run. When it warms back up and I don't have to worry about freezing and that kind of thing, I'll do that. Even if I have to clean it out again at that time. There, she's about to peter out. Blah, there. Nice, clean, dry, freshly blown out carb. Thanks everybody. I appreciate all your input and watching these episodes with me on this thing. We got big plans for this go-kart. I've got that old Suzuki Quad 230 sitting over there with a motor that's, you may remember me saying before, I got it real cheap, and somebody had taken the motor all apart and left it out in the weather for a couple of years, so that every nut and bolt on it's rusted up. But it's got full suspension, front and rear, front brakes, stuff like that I think I can use on this go-kart and kind of morph it up a little bit. Suspension would be nice. The only suspension I have now on this is to let the air out of the tires and, you know, run it at like 4 pounds pressure in the tires, and whatever cush that gives me is all I got. Yeah, other than that, it's just rough and bumpy. That ball field over there where I ride sometimes is rough as a cob too. And anyway, just wanted to share that with you. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you guys. Stick around, you never know what's going to happen next, so come on back. And you guys are awesome. Thanks. Hey, get your Tufdog swag over at SCH Designs. And like, comment, subscribe. Alright, see you guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh wow, that timing was great. It's just now starting to rain. We could have done better if we tried.